Staggering story from Ferdinand de Bargos.
The opening night of the Paul Raymond production of Chekhov's The Cherry Orchard at the National Theatre.
Mama, you are weeping. My dear mother, my beautiful one, I love you, I bless you. The cherry orchard is so...
Throughout the country, sex was increasingly being used as a marketing tool.
We'll plant a new orchard, Mama.
But the moral backlash had started.
And you will see it, you'll understand.
So what exactly are the aims of your purity committee? Is it to get everyone to wear Edwardian domestic apparel?
Well, yes, but it's also to ban any sort of licentious display of the human body.
Oh.
Prominent people were joining the campaign against mounting immorality.
Well, there is nudity all over the place these days.
Yes.
And I, for one, am not prepared to stand for it. I mean, you know, you turn your back and there it is. I mean, I wouldn't allow nudity within 100 yards of this place. It's disgusting. The male torso, body...
So you sort of agree with the British Purity Committee,
Yes,
do
I
you?
do. Yes, I do. I mean, I think
Yes.
it's absolutely disgusting that some people run around in the nutty with wobbly danglies and things that I don't particularly want to talk about. They should wear jackets, white jackets to
Yes.
cover prominent parts.
Like
of the
your
man.
good self, perhaps?
Like myself. Yes,
Yes.
I'm naked underneath this. You
Are you
wouldn't know
really?
it, but I am. Yes, I am.
Yeah.
And
I mean, if you had to choose to appear naked somewhere, where would you choose?
Down Red Line, perhaps, I suppose.
the non-fiction section of Paul's bookshop.
Where would it be acceptable to be nude?
Just round the corner from the grocer's, opposite the number 69 bus stop, yeah.
Of course, the whole question of morality and moral learning has been debated since Plato's time. I mean, what's moral for somebody?
Paul Gascoigne played it all...
I beg your pardon.
no,
It's,
Joel, thanks very much.
Yeah. I mean, see, what is morality? Is that
I mean, the
right
thing
for
is, he done brilliant in Italy, didn't he? I mean, when he was over there in Italy, he done
you? Yes, but I mean, yeah. Well, you get back to the...
terrific, really. I mean...
Get back to the question in hand. I mean, Plato argued that pleasure is its own end and that man
You're
is
just gonna phone that?
transitory.
As coiffures, what sort of a hairstyle would you give Plato, for example?
Yes, well, I think Plato, as an idealist, would need an ideal cut, yes, whereas Aristotle's here demands a much more empirical approach.
And what about you at the back?
Well, I'd just give him 50 pence base and cut and tell him to naff off. You know, I mean, philosophers are more trouble than they're worth.
With regards to morality, we as men are often unfairly accused of being sexist.
No, you're not.
Yes, we are.
No.
You're always doing it. Saying it's a penile society, a phallocentric world with phallic symbols thrusting up everywhere. Go on, deny it.
Not in your case, it's not.
The morality debate continued in the existentialist bar of the Red Lion.
It's not there. My point's not there.
Well,
That's
you
my
ain't
point.
bought around, you mean pods, have you?
Existential.
Wasn't it Hegel who maintained that immorality was always to be found on the top shelf?
Nah, it was you last night, you daft git, after 2 pints of Wittgenstein export.
How far do you think man is responsible for his own
Well, I'll
actions?
think about that part myself.
Well, I think
Yeah.
this far, but that's all right. We can do it.
There's no sugar in this.
Hegel's theory of the immoral top shelf was soon exploited commercially.
I know what you've got in that box, you pervert.
Let you naughty little bear down there.
Yes, I
Black.
know, but those slingbacks on the top shelf, they're disgusting.
Soon, shoe fetishism became rampant.
Can you impose your morality on others?
No, it's not a question of imposing morals because there are universal laws.
I see, yes.
Even in the animal kingdom, there are laws of morality that stop them behaving like animals. Recently, there's been a survey carried out by 2 men in a rubber dinghy among bull seals among the South Atlantic.
Yes, I believe we're seeing pictures of that now.
Sven, stop making that stupid noise. We're here to do a serious survey.
sorry,
Now, come
Larson.
on. Park him.
No, I can't. It's a double yellow.
Oh, stupid idiot. I'm in the water now. This wetsuit is new, you know.
I'll ask him the question.
Mr. Bullseel, do you have a strict moral code? And do you sleep with chicks on the first date?
Don't ask them that serious survey
Do
questions.
you get to sleep with anyone looking the way you do? No. I'm sorry you haven't won the car, but you've got a nice prize.
Sven.
I think the church was the first organisation to discover the potential of a moral code.
Apples is a source of evil.
Apples is a source of evil.
Apples? Yeah, apples is evil. I mean, you make something evil and immoral, people want it, don't they, eh? I mean, we sell loads of apples. But personally speaking, where God went wrong, I don't want to criticise, but where he went wrong is he should have made other vegetables and fruit naughty, shouldn't he? Like loganberries. I mean, we can't ship them bleating things. I don't know what we... Yeah, here you go, love, 40p.
Yeah,
no, I can't
Charlie,
give you no
Charlie,
change.
show that
There.
other root vegetable what you showed Esther Ranson.
Yeah, here he is. Here's a naughty boy, this one. Hey, if Adam had two of these, he'd have given Eve one.
The concept of morality was expressed in the Ten Commandments.
Yes, they're kept over there, aren't they?
Yes, as legal documents, tablets of stone were very inconvenient. A countersigned affidavit lodged with the solicitor would have been highly preferable. And they actually encouraged sins people hadn't even thought of, like coveting your neighbour's ox. I mean, over there in England, ox coveting got so bad that it wasn't safe for oxen to walk the streets without a police escort.
You don't look round, Daisy, love, but we've been followed by a curb crawler. I'll nick him in a minute.
Coveting soon spread to other quadrupeds, and before long men were cross-dressing as elks and indulging in wild elk house parties.
Yes, we're coveting our elks. Yes, we're coveting our elks. Yes, we are. Elk to the arrow. Take the arrow to the elk. Elk.
He looks pretty horny, darling.
I rattle my antlers at you. I rattle my antlers at you. I rattle my antlers at you. Rattle my antlers at you.
Then it does, Coveting. See you next week.
Is immorality on the increase?
It is, and I think it's important to be vigilant against sin at all times.
Yes, where else do you think sin might arise from, then?
Down in the sewers sometimes.
Oh, really?
Bloody elk house parties, listen to them.
They've taken off, haven't they? Don't push, we'll get there. Hey, here we are. Hey, look, this looks promising. Yeah, look at that, look at the sin leaking out there.
Well, what type of sin is it? Is it venal or mortal? I mean, it must be mortal. Take more than 3 Hail Marys and a bag of ready mix to plug this lot up, I'm telling you.
Alarmed at the spread of immorality, the Purity Committee even pioneered work on the first sin-proof room, using a special plaster mixed with communion biscuit and holy water.
Yes, the Archangel 2000 ZX is the first portable sin stamper. With this bouncy babe, whenever you see sin, just stamp it out. Batteries not included.
Is it fair to say the church were the first to commercially exploit immorality?
Well, obviously the church realised the potential of the morality market.
Yes.
They pinpointed some very interesting sins, bigamy, Coventry, the elk coveting.
Oh yes, that's very popular, isn't it?
It brought in a lot of sinners, swelled the congregation, gave the church some real purpose, because there's a limit to the amount of evil an apple can symbolise.
Vatican priests tested out the prototype venial sin of lying around naked in a roasting bag.
Yeah, so how's the sin feel for you, Giuseppe?
Well, it feels like quite a naughty sin, actually, mate, but not as naughty as the one, with the animals.
In the Boy Scouts, we are constantly looking for new moral rules to add to our code.
Yes. What particular sin are you researching here? I'm sorry, I don't understand. What sin is it?
Coveting an elephant.
Oh, yes, of course.
Other political groups, almost as powerful as the Boy Scout movement, were cashing in too.
We must have workers' control, but we will not permit nudie men with dangly bits to play tennis.
You look like Lenin,
Thank you very much. It's very kind of you, but I do agree with him on a lot of things, especially his views on new tennis, which I find decadent and abhorrent. I mean, it's the thin end of the wedge. I mean, where's it all going to end? It could be the end of civilization as we know it, unless the public stand firm, stand upright, and try and oppose this pussyfooting around.
Step this way. Yeah, they're naked and they dance. You, sir, come here. We've got 20 lovely girls for you. Roll up live on stage. All of the sins. Elk coveting booth, 3 priests in a rose bag. The mark of true democracy is freedom for an individual to express himself. You, come express yourself.
Do not listen to all those messengers of Satan who'll tell you the mark of a true democracy is freedom for the individual to express themselves.
Does not go on your dad, doesn't he?
One message for them: shut your big mouth, or I will come and shut it for you.
Go on, take that, you bloody sinner. That's from God and that's from me. Go on.
Oh, me ribs.
All this conflict proved the first law of pornodynamics, which states that for every repressive action, there is an equal and opposite repressive reaction.
Stretch those minds, 2, 3. Feel the purity, 2, 3. Think pure thoughts, 2, 3. The Austin Cambridge, 2, 3. Lassie and Skippy the bush kangaroo, 2, 2, 3. The batting average of the England team in the West Indies in 1975. 2, 3. That's it. Oh, you're just not doing it. Who's thinking unpure thoughts?
Here's a phallic symbol, so can get rid of that. There we go. Lift, take, one.
Trafalgar Square quickly became a focus for moralist campaigners, and in an effort to stem the tide of evil, Billy Graham was brought over to campaign for the removal of Nelson's phallus.
No, put the book down, Billy. That's advertising. Put the book down. Wave to Mother. Give us your look, Bill. That's it. That's it. Emote. Emote. Right. Fantastic. Once more. Keep going. No, don't turn your back on me, Billy. Look at... No. I'll take it down the chemist, get it developed. Be back in an hour.
I do not believe that there is any possibility.
Eventually, the moral pressure for the removal of all phallic symbols succeeded, and work began on covering up Nelson's column and hiding his indecency from public view.
Yeah, cover up this smutty phallus from the gaze of the populace, eh, Melvin?
Yeah, we've run out of tarpaulins, Neville.
That's all right, take more than tarpaulin, cover this dirty old sod up. Right, here, that fag's a phallic symbol in itself, you know.
No, it's gone flick.
Oh, cool, bring back Billy Graham!
The Battle of Nelson's column was won, but licentious displays continued to appear from the most unexpected directions. The war against phallicism continued, but now ordinary people began to voice their disquiet over the moralists' tactics.
I've had it up to here with these moralists. You can't impose your views on the rest of us. I mean, once people start imposing on us, I take it out of it. I mean, they take the opposite reaction. I mean, for example, take smoking.
That's right, yeah.
I mean, there's a Ninja Pensioners Smokers Club near me. Set themselves up to spread smoking as far as wide as they can.
What, because they can't smoke?
I mean, what can I say? That's it.
Meanwhile, underground banana kiosks sprang up in Soho, with bananas blatantly on display in windows and being sold to clients in brown paper bags.
Here you are, madam. Hardcore sausages, fresh in from Denmark.
Yes, all right. I'll have a pound.
They're the real thing, X-rated adult sausages. Just remember you didn't get them from me. All right.
New morality legislation was introduced to ban trains from going through tunnels.
Used to take an hour from London to Brighton. Now it takes 6 weeks for you at Cheltenham, avoiding all the tunnels. I said all the tunnels, avoiding them. Tunnels.
Just check it out, my map, would you? Look at Reggie over there. He's at it again. He's kicked up a bit of paper all the way down from platform 4. It's taken him all day. Go on, Reggie.
Go on, get back in gutter where you belong, you slut, you whore. I've had me boy.
Well done, Rich. Nice one, son. How's the wife? All right?
Oh, she left me last week. Took the dog as well.
Vice squad officers were soon intercepting consignments of illegal phallic vegetables.
Avert your gaze, you go blind looking at these, Gary. Oh, don't touch them either.
Stage shows of live, uncensored sausage eating took place, and gangs of ruthless sausage manufacturers moved in to exploit the public's insatiable craving for a banger.
I've got herbs in this
All right, steady on now. Don't break
Go
it.
on for this one, they've got herbs in
It's
it.
worth a fortune on the streets, this one. It's the biggest one I've ever seen.
Take it easy, girls.
Take a look at that.
Well, speaking as Superman, preserver of the pure American way, I would collect all the obscene items littering the world. This goes for Nelson's column, which I would stuff down the front of my underpants, carry through the air and drop in the Atlantic Ocean where indeed it belongs.
In Trafalgar Square, the backlash against the moralists had begun as demonstrators clamoured for the unveiling of the column.
Hello, darling. Here, you want to go to pictures or Chinese?
Cheerio, Trace. I'm always left till last.
Come on, mate. This is a rumbird. Oh, you dance with him. I'm fed up with him.
Go on, grab him. Don't give me the bird, don't
birthday
the
boy.
box. Give me the box, come on, up with him. Hey!
Right, lads, time for kiss chase. Right, where is she? Oh, come on, Sheila.
You'll never
Get her. Come on, get her off.
Kiss her, Brian.
In the back streets of Reigate, the People's Liberation More Boobs Brigade were attacking the headquarters of the Anti-Page 3 League.
Whoa! That look my bloody ears, that did. Are they bleeding?
Militant nudists took their protest to the streets of Tunbridge Wells. And confirming Lenin's worst fears, the popular revolutionary nude tennis front invaded the tennis courts of the land.
Mine, got it. Yeah.
Oh,
That's mine.
Oh, lovely, darling. Great shot.
bands of crack nudists dropped from the skies, in training for the nude takeover of the country. Even convents voted to strip off.
Sure, and you've got my vote, Father.
Thank you very much, Sister Concepta.
How they take, Christus natus, ex Maria.
The escalating crisis became so bad, the police were brought in.
Hello? Hello? Did you want to speak to the man in the funny hat? Yes, hold on.
Funny hat? Was I public on this?
Yeah, thank you. Our inquiries have led us to believe that the concept of sin was introduced by God in the Garden of Eden. And we have therefore issued a warrant for his arrest. We have a description of the man in question, male, Caucasian, 5 foot 8 inches tall, silver hair, omnipotent, of no fixed abode, last reported driving a blue Sierra. Sorry, Trouble, I'm looking for God. Oh yeah, I'll read that.
Hello, can you confirm you don't have the Almighty in your vehicle?
Oh, yes, yes.
He's not in there. Nice car, that. That'll be a classic one day.
What about the other thing, though? Mickey Mouse car, that.
We're looking for God. No, stop. We're looking for God and he moves in a mysterious way.
Well, he's hardly likely to travel to Tavistock in a 113 bus, is he?
We know that God comes to the church every Sunday, so we're going to lay a trap for him. We've got a basket with some of his favourite things in it, and we hope to entice God onto the roof and throw a net over him and hand him over to the authorities. Here's the basket. We've got lots of things in here. Take the cloth off. Here we are, got the Times, a magazine as well. There's an apple there, some Bakewell tart. Who could resist that?
By a miraculous stroke of luck, the plan worked, and a man answering God's description was arrested on the roof of the church eating a Bakewell tart. The open-air trial attracted thousands as the public turned out in droves to witness the unusual event. God banged to rights on a sin rap and no brief.
Right, now take the sword in your right hand, or whichever is convenient, and repeat after me.
Watch it.
Sorry.
May I out there?
I, God, swear by Almighty me that the evidence I shall give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help me. I will now sing the charges.
The charges, we're going to sing the charges. We're going to definitely sing those charges till he's really charged. The charges, the charge.
Exhibit A, do you recognise this Elkhorn?
It's heavy.
Finally, a verdict was reached.
The defendant has been found guilty of bringing the concept of sin into the world and is sentenced to an eternity in jail, plus 6 months for driving without licences. The sentence to run concurrently. I thank you, and good night.
So how do you feel about the sentence?
Well, I think justice has been done, you know, although he tried to get off on a technicality.
Yes.
By saying his word was law and therefore
Quite, yes.
Declare himself not guilty.
He should have been hung.
Well,
should have been hung by his private parts. You sure? No, they should have hung him. I think, I think even if you are the Almighty, you can't be let off, and I think the sentence was only fair, even if you are the Almighty. I think it's good that you had that.
Well, yeah, anyway, he was put inside for 40 days and 40 nights, but he escaped by biting off his jailer's leg, basically. So now he's back out there somewhere, and we've got to be ever vigilant and carry on the fight for purity.
Dad! What's that woman doing with my chest?
Yeah, we must get a new window cleaner, that reminds me.
Cheers, you're right, that will. I quite like it. Oh, not your point, Dad. Hang on.
I enjoy that one.